It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be my neighbor? Hey guys, Joe coming to you from Mary's Farm out here in beautiful northeast Kentucky. And it's about 30 degrees out there. We got down to 1 degree last night, which is really, really cold for here for this time of year. And But loving it anyway. Quite a change from California, let me tell you. Quite a change. There's the, I don't know if you can see it, but there's the Kinney River down there. Anyway, I wanted to go over today a little thing I've been experimenting with. I'm sorry, everything is a mess because we're still moving and everything is a work in progress. But we're getting close to getting the work done that I want to get done. And I wanted to go over a diesel heater thing that we're using, kind of a preliminary results. I don't know if you can see that. It's 47 degrees in here. Now, that's pretty good because just a few hours ago it was 1 degree outside. And we're upstairs. And this used to be a church. So I'm going to go downstairs and see what the temperature is, and then I want to show you the heater. I got one of those vevor diesel heaters. There's other companies that make them, but I think they're all really made by the same people. They say they're 8 kilowatts, the big ones. They're not really putting out 8 kilowatts of heat. They're putting out something I'd say closer to like 3 kilowatts. But still, you know, it's Chinesium, but still I'm kind of impressed. So 3 kilowatts, that would be the equivalent of 2 or 3 plug-in those electric heaters, okay? So yeah, and this is kind of serving as my shop right now, the downstairs of the church. But there's the heater. And it's been on low all night. I wanted to keep the chill off the building. And the way the ventilation system is set up and shared between upstairs and downstairs, the heat flows upstairs and heats the upstairs also. And you can see on these things, you've got a exhaust pipe that comes and goes out. Now the exhaust, it's burning very thoroughly. It's not really that toxic, but you still want to vent it. It's similar, like if you used kerosene in here, you probably wouldn't have to vent it, but I would anyway. Just because you don't want that smell in here. Now having it indoors, you do get some diesel-y smell, but that's why I use it in a shop. As a prepper item though, properly installed, or rigged up to be properly installed, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. This is a good emergency heat source, especially if you have a diesel truck or diesel tractors, things like that, and you want to store some on-hand diesel anyway. Because this will pretty quickly put out a heck of a lot of heat, you know? Now, things I could do to improve the efficiency, and will do, the exhaust pipe, you can buy a long one and kind of make a loop out of it, because that's putting out quite a lot of heat to outdoors. The thing is just, I got a little bulkhead fitting you can buy on eBay, and I just have a board there that I stuck in the window. So that's all. Here's the air intake, and to increase efficiency, another thing I could do is run the air intake and draw outside air. Because right now I'm drawing heated air from inside and burning it, which is pulling cold air in through seams. You need a 12-volt power supply source. You can use plug-in ones, or I have these big, 287 amp hour lithium iron phosphate batteries that I happen to have handy, and for my experiment I'm using that, although I do have a little charger on it. But this, you hear that ticking? That's the fuel pump in there. This ran all night on low setting and kept the chill off this building. And when it got down to 1 degree outside, it's kept this building. It was 47 upstairs. It's 47 downstairs. So that's impressive, I think, for just a little thing like that. And I filled it up about 14, 15 hours ago, and it still has a little bit of fuel in it, and it holds about a gallon, holds 5 liters. So, you know, it uses maybe, it did use what, probably like $3 at Kentucky prices worth of fuel during the course of about 3/4 of a day. And that's, you know, that's not bad. That's pretty impressive. You'd have used a lot more propane than that. It's very, very cost effective heat source. But again, I would say I'm giving it a thumbs up as an emergency prep, especially if you have other reasons to keep diesel on hand, and as a backup, because everything out here is electric, which made me nervous. So I got one of those big buddy propane heaters for emergency, and I got this, and then we got a fireplace over in the house we're staying in now. So anyway, these are going to become a part of my emergency preps, and this I'm going to keep here and use it on nights where it's expected to get really, really super cold, just to keep the chill off the building. And I've used it a number of times to kind of warm the building up when I'm working in here this winter. And it's great, you know. It by itself will not bring this building up to 70 degrees when it's below freezing outside, but you know, this is probably 2,000 square feet of building total space on 2 stories, so with a lot of windows. So it's doing a pretty impressive job. And I don't need it to be that hot when I'm working. You just don't want to be freaking freezing your noogies off, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's all I wanted to cover. You guys have a good one. I am loving Kentucky. I'm just loving it out here, and I am not missing California at all. Not missing it. I do prefer summer and spring and summer, but oh well, winter's not bad so far. And 1 degree is pretty cold for this area, so I think the worst it throws at me, I'm going to be fine with. It's going to be great. Enjoy.